Gorąco tu jest niesamowicie. A najgorsze, że nie można patrzeć, bo się podleje do oczu i sól. To jest najgorsze. Tu jest Ela, proszę wyjaśnić, co widzimy. Co tu widzimy?
No, będziemy zaraz płynąć.
Łódeczką. To jest łódeczka z dreszczykiem. Z takiego powodu, że niby tu wszystko jest ładnie, prawda, łódeczki są różne. Ale kto jest obok łódeczki? No, wytęż wzrok i znajdź.
Aligatory.
O. Potwora aligatora.
Tak, jeszcze chodzi na przykład.
Tak.
Większy.
Aha. Aligatorek tu sobie koło łódeczki czeka na pasażerów, którzy wyskoczą na przykład bez biletów. O. I wtedy już prawda jest. I są wtedy bitki z ludzi, bo tam bitki z aligatora jadą wczoraj, a to były bitki z ludzi w tym momencie.
Patrz, o jaki duży.
Duży jest?
Płynie.
No mały to nie jest. No. Ale pan mówi, że be careful, także trzeba tu, prawda, mieć na względzie, że jak płynie do nas, to lepiej się odsunąć.
No to ściemnia, że za 15 minut już odpuszczamy.
No, wiesz, że musimy doliczyć pewnie wszystkich ludzi tutaj. Chyba się zanurza, nie? Łódź podwodna idzie, o, oczka jeszcze zostały i nosek. Popatrz się, jego musiała łódka uszkodzić. Widzisz co ma na grzbiecie?
Co?
Zobacz jaką ma dziurę.
Kto, aligator?
No,
Nie wiem. A, rzeczywiście. A ciekawe, łódką?
no musiał czymś dostać, tak, przecież mi przejechało.
Czego to boli?
Chcesz spytać, trzeba podejść, zalepić plastrem, najwyżej się odwdzięczy. Bo ma taką, nie? To jest rana po prostu.
No tak.
Ale to dlatego zły jest na ludzi, tam za chwilę będzie wszystkich gonił tutaj. I jeden aligator. Co to piszczy? Co to piszczy? Co tak piszczy?
Depends on whether you're a well-insured husband or not.
No, kowód nasz.
People, I say, what are you going to do when the gate gets in the boat? They'll say, jump out. There might be 4 more out there.
Safer inside than out.
Now, while we're out here blowing, let's everybody keep our hands inside the boat, okay? There's sawgrass out here, and it will cut you, okay? And it leaves a nasty cut. There's an oil on it. It sets in infection. So let's keep our hands in the boat at all times. Mr. Alligator comes up beside the boat. Don't reach out and pet him. We're not puppy dogs. They will bite and they are quick. Okay? Also, one important thing is anybody wearing hats, sunglasses, camera cases. Don't let them go back through that prop. If that prop explodes, we got a long, wet walk back, okay? Plus, I'll be picking splinters out of my tail end for months. And y'all's the ones pushing. I'll be sitting up there saying, here you go, partner. Cotton for your ears. Okay, kids, how many 6 and under? 2 of them 6 and under, 7 to 11. 2. Okay, we got 2 and 2. Everybody else is over 12. I mean physically, not mentally. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. Oh, she's
Ile jest 12 lat, nie?
To tak załapało.
Zielona, ale łapie.
6, 7, 8, 9, 2 and 2. Okay, hold on. You all right? welcome to the Everglades, folks. Y'all see these handrails on the side of these seats? This wide open space out here is what we call the prairie. The water we've been flying over has been anywhere from about 2 inches deep to about 6 inches right now.
Oh, a bird on you.
Yeah, he's trying to fix my hair. He don't like how I did my hair this morning. Now, the folks, if y'all want to stand up while we're sitting still, you're more than welcome to. And you ain't driving again. Last time you wrecked us. That's Luther up there. Now, folks, I'm going to tell y'all a little story real quick, since it don't look like lightning there is. Back in the late 1800s, early 1900 era, our legislatures came out here and they looked around just like we are. They got to talking and thinking, look at all this land. You know, the Everglades takes up about 400,000 acres. Well, they figured if they could dry this here swamp, they'd come out here and build resorts, golf courses, hotels, airports, so on and so forth. Well, they started the Army Corps of Engineers. They're the ones that dug all these canals y'all seen on your way out here, right? In an effort to drain the swamp. Well, they worked hard for several years. A lot of them lost their lives due to infections, gator attacks, snake bites. I mean, can you imagine working out in these elements? He said, fellas, I think y'all made a big mistake. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, I don't think that's actually a swamp we're dealing with out there. Well, they laughed at him, thought he was nuts. I want to ask y'all what y'all think. How many of y'all think it's a big old swamp? Looks like it, don't it? Mm-hmm. Take a big deep breath and smell the air. What do you smell? Clean, fresh air, right? If there's a swamp, for one, it'd stink to high heaven. The bugs done hauled us out here by now, right? Actually, folks, Everglades is a river. Flows from back up in Lake Okeechobee. Y'all know where that's at? Flows southwest that way where it dumps into Florida Bay. Flows just fast enough to keep the water from stagnating. That's why it don't stink. Approximately a mile a day. You can't see it moving, but it's moving. Now, let me ask y'all something. Look down at that water. Would you drink that water?
No. No.
Would you take a bath in that water?
No.
Don't y'all live in Miami?
Yeah,
In Hialeah?
I guess I would.
Well, this is our water supply from West Palm Beach all the way to Key West. Of course, it's a little more filtered when we get it out of the tap, but this is it. But y'all want to see some gators, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, we ain't going to see none out here. Now, y'all see them woods back over my left shoulder over here? That's called a hardwood hammock.
Aligatory.
Yeah, there is one right there. Well, that made a liar out of me, didn't it? When we go up into this hammock, now you'll see a smaller gator out here at the bigger bulls done run off, like this one here. But he's looking for a hole. Well, he's coming right on. He's getting real photogenic, isn't he? Actually, that gator right there, he lives right back up there in that slough. You see a little slough back there? That's where he hangs out.
Oh, he's coming over here. That is so awesome.
But folks, right there is a true Floridian. He lays out in the sun all day long, sleeps half the day, and parties all night.
Awesome, dog.
Actually, alligators are nocturnal. They do their hunting at night. In the daytime, they like to lay around. Y'all see them bumps running down that gator's back? Those are called scoots. They're bony plates of armor. There's holes in there, and blood runs back and forth through it. They're very important to the alligators, especially folks, y'all see how that gator, all he's showing us is his head?
Ooh, a fish.
Well, say I'm out here and I've done something stupid and flipped my boat or sank it or something.
Yeah.
You got another one over there on the right? Got one back there? Okay, say I'm out here and I've sunk my boat or I flipped it and I gotta walk out of here, right? I can see that gator and he ain't showing me his body. All he's showing me is his head. I want to know how big that gator is before I cross this slough, right?
Yeah.
Well, you measure from right behind his nostrils to his eyeballs. What do you say that is? 7 inches? You break that into feet, you got a 7-foot alligator. Y'all notice these trees with the apples on them?
Yeah.
These are pond apple trees. Now, that fruit right there is only edible 1 month out of the year. He's kind of a shiny blue color. They call him the luckiest bird of the Everglades. You know why? Now be careful, that gator's quick. He can lunge 2/3 of his body out of the water, believe me. I've only been bit 3 times.
What's too many?
There's 2 people that play with gators. Those that's been bit, those are gonna get.
Look at that turtle.
See that big turtle? That's a yellow belly slider. They ain't much good for eating. Gators like them, but I kind of like the soft shells myself. Are you still hanging out with me? I told you I was driving. Gators, there might only be 7 to 10 that actually make it. They have a lot of predators when they're little. Big old bass will eat them, snakes, catfish. Also, Mom, she gets rid of Dad when she has her babies because he don't pay no child support. He'll eat the young. They're food to him. He don't care nothing about being a daddy. Y'all see this wide open spot right here? Me and my wife will park over there where that bird's sitting on the right, where that tuft of grass is, and hide. There's a mama, a deer, a buck, and a doe. It comes right across dark, comes right out there and feed. We'll watch them. They'll go right back off in that hammock, and that's where they're at now. You won't see them in the daytime, though. Pretty cool, huh? Alligator grows a foot a year for the first 6 years. After that, they back off down to 1/4 of an inch a year. However, the females back off at about 9 foot. The males keep growing. The largest.
Half size.
I bet you when the hurricane's coming.
Feel the tail, Dad.
Yeah, they're soft.
You don't want to come.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. What do you say?
If you'd
Say
been out
bye-bye.
here 6 weeks ago and there wasn't
You got him.
That's his son.
jump off the boat and get the boat
That
broke
big one's his
loose
son.
and get going again.
How old is
That's his
he?
daddy.
Thank
This
you.
one's 4. You're very welcome, ma'am.
Thanks, guys, man.
How old is?
This one's 4 years old.
4 years old?
4 years old.
Okay,
Yeah, no, they give it hard.
that's great. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
Thanks, guys.